Alright guys, so now it's time for the long haul of Orderrealm plus Earthrealm, Outworld, and Netherrealm all in one video. So I'm going to be covering a lot here. Let's dive in. So, I believe I'm going to go out here. Start with the side quest with Fujin first.
Behold, Shujinko, sail the realm of order. Tread carefully, for the saving guard enforces the law without mercy.
But I am new to this place. How am I to abide by their laws if I do not know them?
This civilization has been built upon the concept of structure and organization. Deviation from this ideal is not tolerated. I cannot stress enough that you must avoid any entanglements in their legal system.
I believe the likelihood of that happening is small, but I will heed your warning, Damashi.
Alright, so leave right here. Yeah, Fujin is right here. He has a quest, but actually the first thing I want to do, besides kind of changing my mind, besides taking a quest from Fujin, is there is one quest here where you can find the man innocent or guilty. The last, I think, 2 or 3 times I've ever played this game, I always find him guilty, and I just want to do that one first. I want to find him innocent. I always find the book after I find the knife, because the knife is right here on this outer edge, this inner circle of Orderrealm. So just pull up the map here. Orderrealm is separated basically by sections in a circle that are colorized. So you have Gold Town, Red Town, Blue Town, and Green Town. And I do believe that book that proves his innocence is in Blue Town. So I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to grab this first. I do like that these are available now instead of later. That'll save me some time. So this right here, it's this side mission.
I have arrested this man because I suspect he has killed someone from another town with a knife. If you find any evidence to prove his innocence or guilt, please bring it to me.
I know the last time I did it, I got 500, I think, ruby coins, but here's another side objective that's extremely easy.
Excuse me, stranger. I am Mavado of the Red Dragon Clan in Earthrealm. Our organization is stockpiling red coins for use in covert activities. I have 500 coins that I will gladly trade you for 1,000 red coins, if you have any.
So, just immediately talk to him again.
Doing business with you. Please do not mention to anyone that you have seen me here.
So, again, let's see. Let's go to Blue Town, and I believe the book is on, let's say, this side of Blue Town, in one of these far huts. Now, there's a lot to do on this outer area. Chests, coins, huts to be, well, let's just, huts to rob, basically. I was going to say to be searched, but robbing here. And again, I can't remember exactly which one it is, but I do believe it's in Blue Town. Let's go check this hut over here. Go in. Okay, not in this hut. So I'm thinking the one and only fight challenge that I care really to do there's so much to do here. I was going to mention this later, but since she's standing here is Li Mei, so I'm going to go ahead and do this fight challenge. Probably be the only fight challenge I do here in the Orderrealm. I probably will hit some fight challenges along the way, maybe once I'm back in Netherrealm. But for now, for this first visit to Orderrealm, this is going to be the only challenge. Because there's just so much already to do that I'm going to be trying to pack into this video, so I don't want to be hanging around for more than 3 hours, but this is probably about how long this will be. So defeat Li Mei in 30 seconds, and hopefully I can remember that combo from the last video.
Round 1. Fight!
There it is. Okay, Li Mei falls is apparently different than other characters, so I'm just gonna go with this kick here.
Flawless victory.
Alright, so there's one, at least fight challenge done from this area. I know a lot of the fight challenges here are pretty simple, but they're kind of repetitive. Hey, and it's a good thing that you do Li Mei's fight challenges because, yes, her alternate costume. So if I wouldn't have done that, that would have been one of the many crypt keys that I'll be writing down on a notebook once I finish the main mission. I would have come back and had to do this anyway, so awesome. We'll take that. Now let's see if I can find... I did go in that hut, right? Okay. See if I can find the hut that contains the book that proves he is innocent. Now, I might be wrong about it being in Blue Town. Hopefully I'm not. But that usually unlocks an arena on deception, so I'm thinking I am in the wrong area. Because there's a chest. I don't think quest item is going to be what I run into next. So yeah, Orderrealm it's relatively, confined in this circle, so small in my opinion, not so much big. Oh, there's the book. Never mind. I was right. But, it's still, I don't know, it's both small and big. It's just like this little circle, but you'd be surprised how long it would take to run completely around here. And you run into a lot. There's a lot of side missions. There's the side mission that starts in Greentown, and you got to get a gem for each town. And it doesn't matter for the life of me how many times, and if I were to do it once a day, I will not remember exactly where to get those gems from which person to get them from every time. Alright, so we're gonna have to... Everyone goes to bed so early, like 5 p.m. they start going inside here in the Orderrealm. So it is a pain. I do believe, however, they stand out here all the time. But now I have a book for his innocence. I believe it is for his innocence. If it's not for his innocence, it's actually a book Fujin's looking for. Okay, it's not the book that Fujin's looking for. It is, I can't say his name right now for some reason. It is the journal that describes a murder, and this proves his innocence. And I think I've only done this once, ever. So let's check it out and see what happens. I know it's 500 rubies if you find the knife, which you will see here in a little bit because I will come across it.
This journal you found shows that the murdered man was concerned that a woman was trying to kill him. This is enough evidence to convince me this man is innocent. He is free to go. Take these coins for your service to the realm of order.
So 400 jade, that's what I had read, that you get less coins and they're jade instead. So let's talk to him.
Thank you, kind sir. I owe you my life.
And now, if you pick the knife and give it to him and talk to him instead, he won't thank you. He will say, I would have got away for it if it wasn't for your meddling. So, I don't know. Really, I guess it's depending on what you find. if he's innocent or guilty, but I kind of feel like because what he says, if you find the knife, that he is actually guilty of it, and the book just lets him get away with it. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel. Alright, so let's go back here all the way to Fujin. Go ahead and take his quest, and I'm not gonna loot these huts just yet.
You are from Earthrealm, are you not? I am Fujin, god of wind. I have entered this realm to locate an old text on the laws of nature. I might return to Earthrealm sooner if you help me find it. You will be rewarded for your efforts, of course.
I can't figure out which part of his face is stretching over his lips. Is it his nose? Is it his chin? Wow. Yep, I've mentioned it probably in every video so far. The graphics on here are terrible, but forgivable given how much content and how much fun you can have. Alright, so that book won't be found here. Run around and just get some coins in the immediate area. I like to run this most inner circle first. Here's another easy side quest if I get the camera back.
Excuse me, citizen. I am Governor Talon. I have sent an emissary to meet with the resistance. The emissary, Parlos Casina, has not returned in weeks. If you discover his whereabouts, please return to me. I will pay you for any information you uncover.
It's not far from here at all. His mouth was completely covered up by the skin from his chin, it looked like. I don't know. I guess they never plan on you actually being this close. I'm, playing on a near 30-inch monitor. So there's the bloody knife I mentioned. And that's where you find him guilty. You can carry that back. But yeah, I guess they never figured, you getting this close. They only imagined you ever holding this on a PSP. So here's how you found the whereabouts.
Yes, I know his whereabouts. He has joined the resistance from what I understand, but you did not hear that from me.
Probably not gonna do these inner huts until I come back at the very end of the video when I finally get the Kamidogo for this area. It's probably when. So okay, I've already made it back around to Fujin, so it's time to go ahead and make our way out here. And I like to start in Greentown, so actually, let's see here. Yeah, let's head this direction. Greentown is a good starting spot because you get the longest quest out of all. Go ahead and alert this guy.
Parlos Casina has joined the resistance. Grave news indeed. I must report this to the council. Thank you. Here is the money I promised.
Almost forgot about that for a second. So yeah, green area. Greentown. Let's see, I'm at Blue Town. I need to take a left. So the objective or side mission here for those gems I mentioned, they start here. From this woman over here, if I can catch her before she goes inside. It is getting 5 o'clock.
Kind sir, I am creating jewelry for my children, and so I am in need of gems. I do not have time to search for them, however, so I ask that you find them for me. You will find the first gem in Greentown.
I'm gonna go ahead and get passed on until about 7 in the morning. Go ahead and go in this hut too. I see Jade walking over there. That is another fight challenge. Of course, I'm not going to tackle that as of right now. As I mentioned, this is going to be a long enough video. I swear I saw a red coin. Or a coin.
Your clothes seem to be wrinkled, friend. You are not from this realm, are you?
Go ahead and search this hut. Again, I can't always remember who has the gems, so I usually talk to a few people. It's usually inside, standing in the area of these huts. Oh, there's Sindel. I don't remember Sindel being here, but we'll always come back and do that fight challenge later. We will learn to play as Sindel at some point. Okay, so the first gem. If I remember correctly, is this guy over here walking. Next to this hut I'm about to be checking.
Why, yes, I have a green gem. They are worthless. Take it.
So there we go. First gem found. I'm going to turn around and take that back to her. And right after I finish looting these huts. I do loot these outside huts. I don't know. It's something about those first inner circle huts I get kind of lazy about going into. And I always end up saving them for later. Which I don't run around and find every single coin my first time through. I did that when I played the game the first time ever. The first time I ever played Deception and went into Conquest mode, not even knowing what it was about. I didn't even know it exists. The only bit that I saw was what little bit they show at that top right corner when you hover over Conquest. So I knew nothing going in, and then once I discovered it, it was talk to every single person, collect every coin, every chest, and I completely did everything there was to do in that game. And now it's kind of like I want to leave a pretty significant stuff left to do after finishing up Conquest. The main story anyway. It's just nice to have something to do other than fight challenges and training. You know, the few quests that if you play the game right, you won't have that many quests. You'll maybe have an hour worth of quests to wrap up. That's it. Not much. Okay, so I think I've gotten every hut in Greentown. This outer part. I lost my bearings there for a second and went back in a hut I've already been into. I think I've already been in this one, but I'm just going to check again. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Go back and give her this gem. Seemed relatively quick for the huts in Greentown, but nonetheless.
The green gem! My eldest son will love the ring I will make with it. Now please find me the golden nugget. It is located in Gold Town.
Alright, Gold Town for the gold nugget. Okay, being here, I had to check those two huts. So, I head off this direction. There is easy quest along the way. While doing this too, you can pick up I believe this guy is the census taker.
Pardon me, but I need your help. I need to complete my census by filling in the ages of a few more citizens. Would you help me by asking 3 more people their age? You will be compensated, of course.
Alright, so one is walking along the road, usually. And I believe, let's see. I cannot see where I'm at. Wow, what a failure with that camera. Alright, so I believe if you talk to her, she's 354 years old. If I can get her before she goes inside.
My age? I am 354 years old.
Yeah, how do you get to 354 years old? The people here are not, you know, mutated. Well, never mind. I mean, look at the Fusion's face, and that guy was looking for the whereabouts. Their faces. Holy crap. But typically everyone around here is normal and not mutated like, you know, something out of another realm.
A gold nugget? They are quite common in this realm. Take one of mine.
So similar to Greentown, it's somebody walking along the huts has these gems. Alright, so there was Kenshi, by the way. If you need to take note of that location for that fight challenge. Alright, so somewhere along the way, an old man walks through here, hunched over, holding his back. You can ask him his age. And there's a much younger gentleman that tells you his age. I believe that might be him right there. And there's the old man right there. He's standing still, kind of looking over the edge for some reason.
The bells and gongs that sound throughout the realm are to remind us of the ordered passing of time.
He's not the one that I want to talk to as far as age, but I know this guy here is one of them.
Well, if you must know, I am 132 years old.
Not sure. The past couple of times I played, he's standing right here, but usually he's walking down this path holding his back. And it's this guy over here.
I am 25 years old. Why do you ask?
With his mouth and eyes permanently shut. Oof. And maybe this is what happens after you live 125 years. So there is the book that Fusion is looking for. I'll turn that in a bit later. And I would like to get through here because there should be a chest. I don't think there's going to be, since Hotaru is already unlocked, but then again there could be a chest that usually they put a chest to something else in there, yeah. So I don't see a chest. I think they replaced it with that gold coin. Just for the heck of it, I will meditate. There has not been a chest yet that I've needed to meditate for. So I seriously doubt this chest is even here. But I will go ahead and meditate to the morning. Yeah, nothing. So no chest. That's what I was thinking in Unchained version. There is not a chest there. to Gold Town and let's go talk to that census taker. Turn that quest in and then go turn that gold nugget into the woman looking to get 4 pieces in total of jewelry.
You have the data I require. Here is your compensation.
So, nice 500 jade coins. Let's see. She is the next one down. There she is. Over to the left.
A gold nugget! You have found one. My eldest daughter loves gold jewelry. Now please find me a fire opal. It is located in Red Town.
Now this is the easiest one for me to remember. The Red Town. Most outer ring, I guess you could call it. Or outer walkway. Just run along this way, and once we're in Red Town, we will run into the fire opal. Guy carrying the fire opal, anyway. So we can start to loot some of the huts over here. And get another move for Shijinko. And there he is.
You are looking for a fire opal, are you? I'm surprised you have not found one sooner. It is the most common gemstone in Sado. You can have this one.
Alright, so let's start running through some of these huts here. Hopefully I've hit all these. I sometimes lose my bearings. Especially with the way the camera is here. This is probably, out of all the areas I've been to with this camera so far, this is probably has been the worst. Not just that it randomly looks off somewhere. It's kind of jumpy and weird. Bo Raicho. You piece of shit. Alright, I guess that makes 2 fight challenges. An acid one, but Bo Raicho. See what it is first. Do a 35% damage combo. Okay, so we're actually going to pass on that. Never mind that. Fuck you, Bo Raicho, and your combo. Now, if I had Li Mei, that wouldn't be a problem at all. Li Mei is who I like to use for the combo challenges. But again, Alina's not really known for her combos. Effective, but short. And I don't think any of them do 35 damage. They probably do, it's just something I don't know the button combination for. Notice everyone running around with their arms flailing, a riot going on. We will be dealing with that once I do the main missions. I can't believe I missed that coin over there. Then again, I kinda can. Run back over and get that silver coin. And now let's take the run back over to Greentown. Trying to remember, is there any quests I'm forgetting about that I could be doing along the way with this one? I mean, I know there's Striker. That's going to be on the first. I believe he walks along. Well, the guy you talk to walks along here somewhere during the day. Speaking of, I need to meditate. Can't remember exactly when Striker comes out. It may be after you go to the main missions. Or at least the first one. And there's a guy somewhere that wants you to pick up boxes. That one definitely to my right should be popping up sometime. But I'm going to go ahead and do this gem thing first.
You have found a fire opal. My youngest son will wear it proudly. I need one item more. Please find me a Winterstone. It is located in Bluetown.
But you see what I said about Bo Raicho in the very first. Yeah, you can punch him for reward. Mocap. What a ridiculous character. Don't waste of space on Deadly Alliance. These Strikers should be coming up soon. Someone over here. It's a guy, I do believe, carries this Winterstone. But as of right now, this moment, I'm going to God, this camera. Fucking A. I'm going to check the huts. Oh yeah, I've already done the huts. I came Bluetown first because, okay, so because of that quest, I wanted to find him innocent. So basically, it's just walk around until I find the person carrying the Winterstone. I don't think it's her.
I have some advice for you, stranger. If a Satan guardsman gives you an order, obey it.
Yep, I remember I talked to her last time and she told me that. And then I almost immediately found the guy. So maybe he's walking on this side. Quite possibly.
A Winterstone?
Yep.
I have one in my pocket. You may have it.
Alright, so that completes that. Once I go and turn it in. Again, Striker should be... Yep, Striker's right here. Gonna go ahead and pick that up.
How's it going? I'm Striker. I'm here to train to be a Satan guard. The problem is that I can't find the academy. If you find out where it is, let me know and I'll give you a few bucks.
So remember in Earthrealm Village there was a guy that didn't know where the academy was. Martial Arts Academy. And after a few tries, he finally yells at me, okay, yeah, I found it. So I punched him in the face and didn't give me no reward. I don't even know if that is a side objective or not. But nonetheless, this is pretty much the same thing. But you talk to someone who tells you where the academy is. I want to say it's this guy right here. So I always remember blue and yellow. Blue shirt.
The military academy? I believe it is to the north.
Yeah, that's him. Yellow shirt with blue robe over it. Always try to remember that. So I'm going to run back to Striker after I turn in this last gen. Then I'm going to try to find that guy that needs me to pick up the boxes. I almost want to say he's always right here, but maybe it's a different color part of the town. Maybe it's Red Town. Well, it wouldn't be Red Town, that's where the riot is, so it's either Gold or it's Blue Town. Okay, she's down one more. To turn it a little too early, and it's almost time to meditate again. Look, she's going inside. Looks like already at 3.
Sadly, I will not be using it to make jewelry for my youngest daughter. She has joined the resistance movement, and I have disowned her. You may keep the Winterstone for yourself.
Which is actually 600 sapphire coins, and I don't think a Winterstone stays here. So yeah, that is all good. Let's see, a nature book for Fujin. Bloody knife we will not be turning in. You know, I've actually never tried to go back to the guard after I've collected one or the other, after turning the other in. I'm kind of curious what happens, so I'll check that out. Maybe I get called a fool or something for finding out he was actually guilty. Okay, here's the guy with the boxes.
Oh, what a mess! Sir, I would pay you handsomely if you were to help me pick up all these boxes.
Alright, so this is very easy. It's got to be the second easiest one here, with the first one being... I forgot his name, but the guy that I just basically swapped coins with. Can't believe I don't remember his name. Well, that's how forgettable of a character he is, I guess.
Excellent job, Shujinko. The boxes have been put away. Here are the coins I promised you.
What are you doing still walking around? Alright, so I talked to Stryker. Did do that. Off the top of my head, I actually cannot remember. Seems like there's more to do. I did come back and talk to him.
Academy's north of here?
I haven't.
Here's a few bucks for your time.
Almost messed up on that. Alright, so glad I ran into him. Let's meditate until morning. I think that is it for now. Unless I can't think of something off the top of my head. Census taker, boxes guy, Stryker, gym girl. I think I've searched all these huts. On this area right here. So I could get through the main missions. Just let me run into a... Oh, I know I ran into the hut where Bo Raicho is. Forget about that. I definitely want to go on into the next hut. In fact, I remember coming across this one of these right here. Getting aggravated with the camera not too long ago. So, but still, just for the heck of it, I'm going to run in and make sure. Because I feel like, yeah, I've been through here. I feel like there is a chest somewhere in all these that I missed. But if you miss one, and you get that feeling, I remember running through there though, so. But anyway, you miss one, you get that feeling, you end up going through all of them again. It just takes too long to be traveling through all these huts for second time. So you gotta make sure you start at one end and go to the other end and finish and get them out the way. Alright, so that might not be all the side quests. I might have forgot something since the last time I played. But that's what I'm going to do for now. I don't have any side quests active other than Fujin. And I guess I could go back to Fujin and go ahead and turn this in instead of waiting until later. So I do believe he's right out here. It's not like it's far from the mission.
Yes, this is the book I was searching for. It will aid me greatly in my defense of Earthrealm. Take these trinkets as a reward.
And like I said, I've never talked to that guard more than once in any playthrough. If they're still sitting out here. I don't think they are. Oh, okay, they are. Now I've found the knife. I wonder if I talk to him again, he says anything different.
Your service is no longer needed. This case is closed.
Nope, so I think he won't say anything different either then.
Thank you, kind sir. I owe you my life.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't going to, because I have talked to him before, but I just, after getting the book, which I usually do, I get the book, and after I've already proven him guilty. I was just curious. Alright, so yeah, there's the mission. And let's train to play. Oh god, I won't be doing any fight challenges now that I think about it. Maybe I need to go find a few challenges to do. Well, if I do challenges later, it would be with Nightwolf, I think. Or Kenshi, and either one of those guys would be fine, so
Please excuse my
it's not like I'll be him long.
Shujinko, champion of the Elder Gods. I bring a message from the King of Lei Chen requesting the aid of your guardsmen in Outworld.
I am quite busy, champion. Get to your point.
Lei Chen is under siege and in need of reinforcements to help defend it. Overlord Zafiro has offered to give control of his city to your realm if your guardsmen come to Outworld and defeat Shao Kahn's invading horde.
Shao Kahn? Long have we battled against his minions. It would benefit all the realms to further suppress his advance. I am Commander Hotaru. I would pledge my aid to the Outworld city, but I still have work to do here. Help me end this riot by defeating the leader of the resistance, and I will defend this overlord. I would think a champion of the gods could end this uprising with ease.
I will assist you however I can.
Excellent. We will first need to train you to be a Satan guardsman, for you may not partake in an assault unless you are a deputized member of the guard. That is our law.
Then let us begin my training.
Follow me.
Alright. So, let's begin our training as this horrendous, shitty character. I'm sorry, I don't like this guy. Now, I know a few people that do. Thought he was cool, but he's got like 2 special moves. His combos are horrible. Both of his outfits are kind of ridiculous looking. I mean, he reminds me of that create a character from Mortal Kombat Armageddon, which of course was after this game, but it just seems like a guy you would create on there with a bunch of armor around you. I don't know, it just didn't fit for me. So let's get this out the way as quickly as possible.
Excellent work.
Again, I'm going to be spending a lot of time here as it is anyway, not in this realm so much, just this video.
Well done.
You have passed.
Kind of like Melina, his combos are short, except not really as effective. And not as many of them. I believe he does have a couple of longer combos, though, that are at least longer than Melina's.
You have passed.
But it doesn't seem like a lot of thought was put into this character. To me, it's kind of like Raiden with armor. And I guess this is Orderrealm's version of Raiden. Except he has no cool, ability over anything. I mean, I guess you could say fire, but it's only one special move that involves fire. That right there, I don't think,
Fine finish.
they mention anywhere in his backstory about fire. They may. I honestly have not read his backstory. Yeah, these combos are a little longer, but I mean, still, look at them. A couple of pop-ups in the 3-hit combo. this could be a character that's definitely saved. I remember playing Mortal Kombat 4 for the first time, and I didn't think that much of Fujin, and then played with him in Mortal Kombat 11, and he's absolutely just an awesome character in that game. So definitely he's been saved by that game. His backstory is his backstory, but he's definitely been saved by that game. You know, and for those of you that do play or have played Sub-Zero's mythologies, he's a big part of that story. And I have not played that game, just in case you're wondering. I cannot take that stress. Actually, I couldn't afford to play that game. I'll tell you how that would go down. If I played Sub-Zero mythologies, even if I put it on an emulator, I'd still somehow it would be costing me money, right? And why it would cost me money is because I would have to replace this nice Samsung monitor before I got through that game. I might even have to replace a couple of them. And yes, I say have to. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Sub-Zero mythologies. Because I don't know the roundabouts of the age of my subscribers. But I do know that back when I played Mortal Kombat Mobile, it was a younger group. So that might, you know, you might be watching this and be like, what is Sub-Zero mythologies? Well, if you look up a gameplay of it, you will see what Sub-Zero mythologies is. And it is a PlayStation title and a story that includes Fujin and a story for Sub-Zero. It includes Quan Chi, which is a game that includes Quan Chi usually would give me any reason to play it, right? But it has a great story, so it's worth, you know, just looking up the story, but never playing. It is rage-inducing. So many death traps that, you know, you have to avoid. That's more annoying than half of these little iPhone or Android games that come out. That's the whole purpose of it, you know, get through this obstacle. Get through this obstacle course, and it's irritating. I want to say it's like the inventor of that kind of thing. Really. It's not, but it feels like it if you go and try to play it. Of course, I've only watched it, and it feels like that. Okay, I'm being real lazy with Hataro here and might lose. Okay. I can't remember any of the moves that it just taught me because I was yapping. Yeah, that game, back to that Sub-Zero game, that is a total mess of stress.
Congratulations. You are now an honorary member of the Satan Guardsmen. Go now and defeat the leader of the Resistance. His name is Darius. When you have completed this task, meet me here.
As you command.
But I don't know, I guess that brought that up because Hataro just kind of reminds me of someone that would be in that game, you know? He just seems like the perfect character for that game, like a boss fight or something. Something you don't remember. Hey, there's a chest over there. Glad I saw that, because I was about to move onward. Liu Kang's alternate bio, that's pretty cool. Oh, there is Cabal. So once you complete this next little area here, you actually can come back. You gotta fight Darius, but once you do, you can come back and actually take a quest from him.
Are you the warrior known as Darius?
And what if I am?
If you are the leader of the Resistance, I have been ordered to defeat you in combat and bring this riot under control.
You have found your man. I am Darius. I look forward to resisting arrest.
So let's defeat Darius so we can come back and ask Darius for a side quest. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to the moves list real quick because I completely did not pay attention this is the main one I do along with a combo. Can't remember what that combo is either. It's a pop-up combo that I do straight into that special move. I think it's that square, square, back circle.
Round 1. Fight!
Nope, that's not it. That works just as good. I literally just recorded this same video without commentary 2 nights ago, and I cannot remember what I did with Hotaru to get through this. Of course, that was for PS2. That's about when I decided that I wanted to come back into this PSP version again. And I would love to remember what that combo was. It's not it, but nonetheless. It's a 3-hit combo. It ends with a pop-up and then into the Grasshopper, I think is the name of those leg kicks. Alright, so go back and report this. Then I will come back to Firetown and look for Darius again.
I have defeated Darius, Commander Hotaru.
Well done. It seems the rioters have been demoralized. Your service is no longer required. As promised, I will now depart for the city of Lei Chen in Outworld.
Thank you, Hotaru. I will meet you there.
Alright, so I'm not going to do that quite yet. Because there's 2 more quests I want to take care of here in Orderrealm. Again, Darius is laying there flat on his back, so we're not going to bother looking for him right now, but I think maybe it's not over here in this corner. But Havoc is going to pop up somewhere over here in Firetown. And when he does, there he is. Whoa, with the camera, what the fuck? Okay, so go talk to Havoc and we'll get the riot started again. The camera here is absolutely just unacceptable.
The Satan Guardsmen may have dispelled previous riots, but they will never completely stop them. If you can incite 5 citizens to riot, I would appreciate it greatly.
Alright, so let's get the citizens to riot again. It's the first guy here. It's all the ones walking around funny. Fucking camera. Or shady.
What? Chaos, you say? Ah! Order is dead? Ah!
Chaos returns? Ah!
So I can't remember how many is that. Was that 4?
Chaos? Ah!
I just lost count, lost my bearings on this. No, this guy's still walking around shady, so 1 more.
It is the end of order? Ah!
Alright, so now run back to Havoc. I'll keep this damn camera straight.
The riots have begun anew. You have done well. Take this with my thanks.
May chaos break the rules that bind.
Okay, so one more to do that I'm aware of at the moment. Again, Darius will be walking around now, close to the detainment area. So I need to find that. Okay, neither one of these are the detainment area. So I think I'm headed in the wrong direction, but this is just the very bottom. Yep, it's going to be Blue Town. This is just the very bottom of the 3 walkways. So yeah, that guy waiting right there is waiting for a key that I'm about to get. And I may need to meditate to think about that. Give some time to pass since I defeated him in that battle. He's either walking down that path or he's walking down this path. Let's say it's this down here. It's where he walks. Yep, not seeing him anywhere around here. He's still laid out there. I may have to wait to come back for this one. Where normally, like on the PS2, he is walking around. I might have to initiate a fight challenge, maybe? Yeah, you come right here, give this guy a key, and then you turn around and go back and meet him. Here's Cabal. Let's see. Let's initiate a fight challenge. See if that'll help things. Cannot block. Okay. Should be a problem.
Fight! Flawless victory. Round 2. Fight!
Didn't I need to do a 22%? Wasn't it exactly something like that on combo on Borracho? Well, that somehow did less damage. Oh, 3 rounds without blocking. I didn't mention that. Let's see. I really wasn't going to do another challenge, but let's see if that helps Darius appear anywhere. Can I? Well, that was in my way. Well, he is still laid out. Okay, so that might be when I come back, if I can remember. That's going to be the biggest thing. But I could swore he comes over to Blue Town because you just turn around and, oh, okay, here he is. I was on the wrong.
I am a member of the Resistance. There is a former member of the Sailing Guard being held near here. Please give this key to the prisoner. It will unlock his cage. Return to me when you're done, and I will compensate you for your time.
Alright, so there you go. Yeah, I was on the wrong outer ring, as I call these things. Walkways or rings, whichever. It's with the camera. It just like I walk up to somebody.
You have brought me what? A key?
Go to start the conversation, and that camera turns off.
Now I can escape.
That camera doesn't really need to move unless I tell it to.
He has the key? Very good. Here's our reward for aiding the Resistance.
Alright, so now it's off to Outworld. I did turn that book into Fujin, so I don't need to do that. Just to go over everything. The only thing I should have from here left is that knife. Yep. Everything else is keys. Note to Sub-Zero, which we're going to take back not too far from now. That is for the Chaos Realm later. Alright. Everything looks good. Spent about an hour here in the Orderrealm. Now I'll spend about another hour and a half to 2 hours going through these realms before I finally make it back here. Hopefully it won't take that long, but that's about how long it took me last time. Alright, so there's a couple of objectives we can do, or side missions we can do here now. I mentioned before how I wanted to wait. And one of those is not running through here. I'm just running through here anyway. Alright. I've already got myself off. Alright, yep, way off. I went the wrong direction for where I wanted to go. So let's try this again. Let's just completely restart. Take a right. Here we go. Or maybe I was supposed to stay to the left. Yeah, I'm completely thrown off here. I feel like I need to re-enter and come out of the portal again. I mean, I know where I'm at, but I am completely opposite side of running along the side, the edge of this that I want to be. Yep, there's Scorpion. I don't want to mess with him right now, not with this Taro character. So I'm running this backwards. Sorry about this. I don't know why I kept getting thrown off twice. Coming out of that portal. And now I'm completely coming the back way to running into Tanya. Anyways, we want to talk to Tanya now. We finally can talk to her, and then... Or is it later on that I talk to Tanya? Yeah, actually, I think it's later on that I talk to Tanya. After coming back here again, because the cave she's looking for is in that Tarkatan base. I'm glad I did talk to her. But... see, I think in that same cave, also, this guy with the robes looking for a vampire in that same case, cave Natara will be in. So I think for now, the best thing to do is go to the main mission. Yep. For now, I just need to go to the main mission. That's right. Because I gotta access the Tarkatan area. Their camp. But you have to access this mission first. So I forget things every now and then. Even if I literally just did them yesterday. Or it was the day before yesterday, technically.
Shujinko, you have returned.
It is good to see you again, Hotaru. It seems the city is no longer under siege.
I drove off the invaders. They will most likely regroup and resume their assault, but I will stay to protect the city as long as is needed. I have taken control of this city in the name of order, as we agreed. However, King Zafiro seemed not to recall that arrangement.
Men often do not recall the details of bargains they make out of desperation.
It makes no difference. The agreement is binding. As punishment for his forgetfulness, I have stripped him of his position. I now rule this town in the name of Sado.
Congratulations, Hotaru.
Now, if you will excuse me, I must see to its governing if I am to keep this town under control.
Yeah, it's funny when I did this, I started working on this video before for Deception. It was 2 days ago, technically, but as time passed and I had finished this video, it was 12:30 in the morning. So technically yesterday morning I was still doing some of this. Of course, I was a lot further along and nearly back in Orderrealm. But then, you know, even then, you would think I could remember this stuff.
This is the Overlord's emissary, the one who...
Which I pretty much remembered. I just jumped the gun and wanted to skip past Baraka.
I have lost many Tarkatan warriors to your
which is weird because Baraka is such a better character.
Convince the Overlord to surrender, not bring him reinforcements.
And we are about to be training.
Not surrender. I did not wish to see his people suffer for his decision. Whatever quarrel you may have had with Overlord Zafiro, you had no right to punish them as well.
Shao Kahn's order is all the right I need. Overlord Zafiro defied him. When Shao Kahn discovers that our assault has failed, our punishment will be severe. I should allow my horde to rip you to pieces.
Yes, allow your soldiers to do what you are too frightened to do yourself.
What? I am Baraka, leader of the Tarkata. I fear no one, least of all a human.
Then face me in combat. If you are so sure of your strength, kill me yourself. But if I emerge victorious, you must complete one task for me.
Agreed. My warriors will enjoy eating your flesh when I am done with you.
Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight!
God, Baraka's face just so mangled looking. Okay, maybe that Raichu challenge earlier did say 20% combo, because almost 2 hits with this guy needs to get close to 20%. Maybe it's like 30%. I can't remember, I just backed out of it so quick. Alright, so now it's time, after you fight him, we get to train with Baraka, who's much better character.
You have defeated me, human. I would not have thought it possible. Tell me what I must do, and tell me quickly before I change my mind.
You are a powerful warrior, Baraka. I ask that you teach me your fighting techniques.
A great warrior I am, human. I will show you why I am the most feared Tarkatan in the Shao Kahn's army.
Alright, here we go. Let's learn Baraka. Well, I don't learn anything. I fly through this and memorize nothing. But I usually do at least keep up with a few things for Baraka when it comes to his special moves. Just depending on if the AI is going to jump into his I don't know what you call it on here. Let me find the name before. Okay, chop blades, yeah. As long as they can work just as well on this version as they did the PS2 version. I pretty much know what I'm going to be doing. A lot of that. So, pretty much hoping on the fact that the AI will walk into it. God, I have a hard time concentrating. Just look at his face. Look at that. That is... I mean, I know they needed to lower the graphics. Even look at his hands. I know they had to do that to fit everything, but... Wow. Yeah, some of those combos like that, you have to have them pretty much up against the wall to get them to work. I heard blades, but I don't see any blades. Baraka probably has one of the better, if not best, I mean, the weapons, even though it's already, you know, comes out of his skin, so really it's just a part of him, but his blades are some of the best in the game. Again, I don't really care for the weapon fighting style too much, though, just for the fact that you take more damage when you're in it, so... I usually stay out of weapon fighting styles when I play this game. In comparison to the old days when I first played these games, I always played in weapon style. Now the only person I really do that with now is, well, only two people I really do that with now, I guess what I would say was Lee May and Ermac. You know what's funny? This is something that carried over from the PS2 version as well that I've noticed is the second Baraka that is training you, his blades sometimes turn purple. Or almost really like have a purple outlining shine to them, you could even say. Of course, they've only done it once so far. When you're playing on the PS2 emulator, it's guaranteed to do it every time. Oh, there it goes. That's weird. Like the blade on here almost disappears completely and turns purple. It's almost more of a violet, almost pink. But yeah, that happens on the PS2 version as well. I've noticed the PS2 emulator version anyway. I don't know if these glitches actually happen on legit console versions. concentrate on that a little. That was not wanting to go through smoothly. Neither is this one. I don't actually think that last knee connected, but it counted. Or the knee before the last hit, but I'll take it. That right there is pretty much all I do to the AI. Walk up to him like throws, and then do the sidestep, and then choppy choppy time. So I'll walk up to them, and then they'll go do their little punch, whatever, usually, and I can sidestep straight into that. Guess we can find that out right now.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh, I didn't miss that. Okay, usually they get up, throw a punch. He is not doing that. There we go. And you can sidestep and then just press up. And if you miss it, you know, just come back up and X, and there you go. And usually that works. I'm not saying that's going to work, because there's some parts of the PS2 emulation that is a lot smoother, I've noticed, than the PSP.
Enough. I have shown you enough of my combat skills. I must keep some techniques to myself.
I thank you for what you have shown me.
I will command my troops to allow you safe passage from our encampment. Go back to your portal and never return to this realm.
Yes, I will leave this realm at once. There is nothing more that I need here.
Alright, so there is some stuff that I need. In these huts, though. But yeah, there's some stuff that, for the most part, this is smoother, I've noticed, but that could be because I'm playing on my gaming PC compared to I played on a 1050 graphics card in a old gaming laptop for the emulator that I played the PS2 version on, so that could account for a lot of that. The inputs did not want to pick up on the PS2 version at all. There's Jade's alternate costume. But I don't know, I like playing the PSP version, especially when it comes to doing arcades, because you have those extra characters that normally otherwise wouldn't be there. There's only 4 of them really, because the GameCube version, as I recently remembered and discovered, and somehow didn't remember when I played it, the GameCube version actually does have Shao Kahn and Goro and other new characters that's not on the PS2 version or the Xbox version. Seeing as I've actually done a GameCube playthrough of that game on my channel before too. So there is a cave in this area that we're going to need to remember for those 2 missions I told you about. One of them will involve talking to her. I'm not going to talk to her yet, Natara. I remembered her name from Deadly Alliance, but I couldn't remember the other guy's name. Avado, maybe? I don't know. I just can't remember his name. Maybe that's it. Sounds about right. Sounds like definitely something with an M. Anyway. So let's go talk to Tanya, and then Go talk to the guy. That is in the purple robe, holding the book, looking for a vampire. And then can continue onward, because that's pretty much it.
I am Tanya. My new Lord Shinnok has instructed me to locate a place in which to trap the infidel Liu Kang. Find me a suitable cave and I will reward you with coins.
Okay, I no longer know if that is the mouth actually moving or if that's just the teeth exiting the lips through force. I just don't know. Well, it threw me off because I just ran the wrong way. It's terrifying looking. I mean, I remember telling myself last night before I decided to take a break, I was going to have nightmares. And I may even have said it in one of those videos that I've done about the way some of the faces look on these characters. I kid you not, I had 4 nightmares and they were all about disfigured faces. Well, I actually had more than 4 dreams, but 4 of them were out of all the just weird, for whatever reason I was waking up so many times, probably because I do have sleep apnea, but I wake up a lot during the night, and every time I go back to sleep, I would dream, and out of those dreams, like 4 of them were about disfigured faces. It's this game.
Please excuse my odd request, sir, but if you happen to see a vampire, would you be so kind as to inform me of its location?
So that sound played before I even talked to the guy. Not sure what that was about. Maybe that was letting me know that I've already seen the vampire. Sub-Zero, I talked about doing this challenge when I had a better character. Definitely not Ataru. Oh, and I have Baraka now, so maybe I should do this challenge after all. Can't remember. I think it's throw. Or it's something about his armor. Maybe it's not throw 3 times. Throw for 3 rounds. Beat Sub-Zero while you only do 25% of your normal damage. Okay, yeah. Alright, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, blocking has begun. Well, only for that one time. Problem is, he's not actually throwing a punch as soon as he gets up. And that was kind of my thing that I had going on before. I could walk up to him, they'd throw a punch, I would sidestep it, go straight into that. Choppy choppy. But he did get up, throw a punch that time. It's like it homed in on me instead of letting me sidestep. I think throws still do normal damage. Yeah, that's going to be that's why I remember this being, to me, a throw challenge, because throws still do normal damage. And it's multiple rounds. So yeah, just 2 throws here. Save yourself a headache. Put the AI on easy difficulty. Let them do that stupid chop or whatever he decides to do. And then throw. Act as if throws only do damage. And the throws are actually working relatively well for me right now in comparison to last night, I could not get the throws to work right. Well, that one didn't work. The circle and triangle hitting them together on this emulator, which for me is B and Y since it's an Xbox controller, I have to do it just perfectly. And even then, sometimes it doesn't want to register. Alright, so I did that fight challenge even though originally I wasn't going to. And again, I kind of forgotten what I was going to do. Oh yeah, I needed to go back to the Tarkatan area. Just pretty much just whatever direction Shishinko is looking, keep heading that way. Oh, don't go that way. Yeah, right here. I was headed in the right direction. I should just listen to myself. I said whatever direction I was headed, just keep going that way. With a second guessing I do. So you get a cutscene here.
I believe this cave would make a suitable location in which to trap Liu Kang. I must inform Tanya.
Now, like I said before in a previous video, you can talk to Liu Kang and he'll give you coins, and you can avoid doing this if you don't want to wait like I did to talk to Tanya to come to this cave. You can just talk to Liu Kang after taking her quest. But I like trapping Liu Kang because I don't like Liu Kang and I feel like he needs to get trapped. Beaten up. Or whatever plans Tanya has for him. Maybe she don't want to beat him up.
Yes, I am a vampire. I am called Nitara. Why do you ask?
You're more than just a vampire. You have no mouth. Like we've seen noses stretched down. It looks like Bugs Bunny teeth. We've seen mouths 90% covered. This is a mouth that, well, if you look close enough, I guess it's 99.9% covered. No, that's 100% just covered. Skin just covering the mouth. And the nose, that Michael Jackson looking nose job she's had done. It's terrifying. It's just, you know, you think they would have played this through to see long enough that abomination is in their game and would have gone, holy hell, we gotta fix that. So anyway, let's go back, try to shake that from our memory, and let's go back and talk to the guy that is completely in the opposite direction of the way I'm going, in the purple robe. Let him know we found a vampire. Too bad we can't let him know we found an alien vampire, but nonetheless. I don't know if I ever went through these two huts. I'm gonna go through these two huts real quick. It's less that I'll be able to search when I get finished with Konquest, but figure they're right here, I'll get them. I think I saw another coin pop up over here. Yeah. Take that onyx coin. Stupid freaking camera. Alright, where's the guy with the book? Alright, let's let him know. We found that disgusting vampire thing.
You found a vampire where? Excellent. I will go there at once. Here's your payment for the information.
I deny that is Nitara. That is something disgusting dressed like Nitara that has no mouth but still can speak.
You have found a cave to use as a trap for Liu Kang? Excellent. Take these coins and speak of this to no one.
Mom is the word. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the two things that I can do now. There's that quest that Shao Kahn had for us, but we cannot complete that just yet. That is going to be the third visit to Outworld. I didn't have the green aura around it, I thought maybe I'd missed something here.
Shujinko, I bring good tidings.
What do you mean, Damashi?
You have sacrificed much in your service to the Elder Gods these long years. Therefore, they are granting you that which you have desired since your childhood, a chance to compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament in Earthrealm and defeat the sorcerer Shang Tsung.
I do not know what to say. How did they know of my dreams of defeating Shang Tsung?
Long ago, I watched you from afar as you played with your childhood friends. It was quite clear that you worshipped the warrior Kung Lao. But unlike your hero, you will be more than a match for Shang Tsung. You have absorbed the fighting styles of many great warriors. Now is your chance to fulfill your dream.
Thank you, Damashi. I will return to Earthrealm at once.
See, that's exactly why it would have made sense for it to be one of Kung Lao's descendants to train you in those young early Shujinko years, since that was based on way before this Mortal Kombat tournament, right? The first Mortal Kombat tournament. We see how long we've been going since before that has happened. Why did it have to be Bo Raicho? I don't get it. Why did it have to be Bo Raicho? Such a worthless character supposedly taught Liu Kang and Kung Lao. And it just puts a taint on them. It really does. Like, I already not a fan of Liu Kang, but I like Kung Lao. I like him a lot less when that's who you got trained by. But I'm supposed to take you serious and you're that good of a fighter. I guess that's why he always dies. Can't make it through a movie, you know. Can't make it through a game without getting killed in the story. I guess that's why. You're trained by Bo Raicho. I guess it also explains the Shujinko wasting his entire life thinking he's actually a champion for the Elder Gods just because some avatar that's not even, a physical presence. It's the memory of a physical presence or something like that. And he believes that it is really from the Elder Gods when they just send Raiden. I mean, I don't know. Maybe working with Bo Raicho has just tainted his mind and made him stupid, and it gets Kung Lao killed every time he's in a damn movie or storyline. I don't know. I just don't understand why it's Bo Raicho. It's just the one thing. And again, it could be forgiven because this is such a great game with so much stuff packed into it. But I just don't understand it. Alright, so anyway, let me stop while I'm ahead. I never talked to this guy earlier, came back. So let's tell him about the portals.
You say it's a portal to another world? How can that be possible? I shall have to investigate further.
Alright, so that's one of many quests we can do here now. Well, I would say many, but there's quite a few quests that can be done. Before we talk to Kenshi, let's go turn that letter into Sub-Zero. Just press triangle here, it'll go to cutscene.
You have a message from Smoke in Outworld? I will take that. Yes, this information will be most valuable to us. Here is your reward. You have served the Lin Kuei well.
Yep, and so that finishes that. Also, I think I can now go return Bo Raicho his medallion, and then I will be able to ask him why he does not defend Outworld himself. Or defend Earthrealm himself. I just gave away the answer to that because he is from Outworld. So if he entered the tournament, he would have to defend for Outworld. Now, those two girls asked that question. That was in the very first video. So, well, second video.
Welcome back, Shujinko. We observed your training from afar and believe you are now proficient in the deadly arts. Yet, there is something odd about your chi. I sense a strange emptiness within you. I am sorry, Shujinko, but we cannot allow you to represent the White Lotus in the Mortal Kombat tournament if your soul is tainted. Doing so could prove to be disastrous.
Alright, so we're gonna have to be trained by Nightwolf first before we can do that, but I still do believe we can do this. You piece of crap.
You have found my medallion! Thank you, Shujinko! You performed a good deed without promise of reward. I commend you. Take these coins as an expression of my gratitude.
I think you'd get a lot more than just 400 coins for all the time it passed you found it and returned it. Or maybe, honestly, you think it would get less since it was just, you know, right over there. I don't know, so maybe that does suit it. It's been many, many years.
Welcome back, Shujinko. I see that your skills as a combatant continue to grow. Perhaps one day you may even participate in the Mortal Kombat tournament. Sadly, and though I may greatly desire to, I cannot fight on Earthrealm's behalf, as I am originally from Outworld. Do you wish to review your training, Shujinko? If so, step inside my dojo, and we shall repeat your lessons.
No, I'm good. I wish to throw your fat ass in a wood chipper. And grab this ruby coin. Alright, so now we can go tell those two women, and you can tell either one, it doesn't matter why. I usually always tell her, so I'm going to tell her this time.
Ah, Boraicho is originally from Outworld. If he were to enter the tournament, it would be on the side of Outworld. Please, take these coins. Perhaps they can somehow atone for our doubting such a great man.
So, more platinum coins. Excuse yourself. I've already rewarded you and gave you your wedding ring back, which you rewarded me for. No need to be bumping into me like that. Alright, so let's go talk to Kenshi and then get trained by Nightwolf, and we can then do that White Lotus.
Please excuse my curiosity, but why do you cover your eyes? Are you blind?
Yes, due to the treachery of the sorcerer Shang Tsung.
You have met Shang Tsung?
He preyed upon my desire to prove my superiority in combat. He promised to show me the location of a powerful sword that would complement my skills. The sword was entombed among the souls of my warrior ancestors. Shang Tsung consumed their souls to increase his power. The experience left me blinded.
Is the sword from your tail the one you now carry?
Yes, the sword guides me. Over the years, it has shown me the way to use my other senses in combat.
Most impressive. You are truly a warrior of distinction.
Now I have but one goal: to slay the sorcerer who blinded me. Doing so will free the consumed souls of my ancestors. If you provide me with his location, I will teach you to fight without your eyes.
I am to enter his Mortal Kombat tournament. When I find him, I will return to you with any information I uncover.
My search for Shang Tsung will continue here in the north. I suggest you look in the southwest.
Alright, so as I was saying, once we train with Nightwolf here, I think we can do the White Lotus side mission. We'll get a little headband and join the White Lotus. And then we have to take out some Tarkatan, which will show up as Baraka. And that'll complete everything here that I know of.
This is sacred ground, stranger. I am Nightwolf. I must ask you to leave this place before your evil taint defiles the sanctity of these grounds.
I do not understand. I am Shujinko. I assure you that I mean no disrespect to your people.
I sense corruption in your soul, Shujinko. A spiritual contamination that I have never before perceived.
I feel no touch of evil, but my travels have taken me to many worlds. Perhaps it is a result of my journeys in the Netherrealm.
It is possible. If you will allow me, I may be able to purge this contagion from your being, although it will take many years to accomplish.
Many years? It will delay my quest, but I suppose I should take advantage of your offer.
So we're going to train for many years. Like 10 minutes here. Maybe even make it quicker than that. But it's like, what number tournament are they on? You know, it's 10. The 10th tournament will let Outworld take over, merge the realms. So when this game starts, literally, is it, you know, what tournament are they even on? And this tournament that Damashi suddenly says I can go on, and now I'm going to be training for many, many years. Well, that tournament I was going to join, I mean, when was it going to start up? Seems like it was going to be soon. Not many, many years. So are we talking a whole nother tournament's going to pass here? I've always wondered about that. I hate those combos that involve the knee. They don't seem to want to connect very well if you don't time it just right.
Well done.
Now, Nightwolf has plenty of great moves, but there's pretty much only one move I'm going to be doing as Nightwolf. It's this. Shoulder charge like I'm Shao Kahn. That's all that's going to be done. Might get fancy every now and then and do, well, if I can remember it. Seemingly I can't. Oh, there it is. Every now and then I'll get fancy and I'll do this. Man, it seems like I would remember this stuff. It wasn't that long ago. As I mentioned, it's been hardly 2 days. In fact, some of this that in the last 30 minutes technically was yesterday. So, you know, I couldn't remember that. I was doing all kinds of moves. But that's pretty much all I'll be doing as Nightwolf. My memory has gotten way out of control bad. There's no way, you know, if I make it to live, to be 50, 60, 70, I never saw myself making it to 30, and I did. So let's say when I do make it to 70 years old, there's no way I don't have dementia. And it's not funny, but at the same time, it's just like, if my memory's this bad now, I can't remember what I did 2 days ago. I trained with Nightwolf 2 days ago and then took on several fights. But watch it, by the time I go to take on the Tarkatans, I'll be like, oh, how did I do that arrow move again? But I wonder if that's not only me. I wonder if other people struggled with that on this game. Because, of course, you're trying to get through this as fast as humanly possible. And so maybe you just, that it's showing you at the top right, you just kind of hit it on autopilot, and then when you're in the actual match and you gotta fight, you can't remember. Oh, nah, think about that. That didn't sound right. You just kind of hit it on autopilot. Wonder if that's ever been said anywhere. Sorry, babe, I was just kind of hitting it on autopilot. Wonder if that excuse has ever been used, because there's been plenty of excuses. When you don't do it right. Alright, I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead on that too. Back to Mortal Kombat. So yeah, this is pretty much what I'm gonna do to everyone. You will never see me do this. If it honed in, you know, maybe, but almost never hit any of those kinds of moves on this game. It's like Ashra's little, I don't know, it looks like a shooting star. She throws up in the air and it comes back down. To me, that's what it looks like. You're almost never, well, other than training, will you see that from me.
Well done.
It's really 4 seconds. There is no 0. After the 1 disappears, he should be shooting. I don't get that. I'm surprised I hit those. Lightning strikes, anyway. So yeah, pretty much going to turn into Shao Kahn here. Well, hey, you got a kick in there.
You have accomplished much since beginning your spiritual cleansing, Shujinko. Though the taint of evil continues its hold on you, my training has given you the ability to control it.
I am grateful for what you have done for me, Nightwolf.
I wish you luck on your journeys. You are always welcome in the lands of my forefathers.
Now, to me, this is the best looking version, coolest looking version of Shujinko. I wish this would have been an alternate costume instead of what they ended up giving him, is this Shujinko right here. I think that would have been pretty awesome. So now I'm gonna run over and see if I can do this White Lotus side mission. I'm gonna have to meditate first.
Shujinko, I am sorry. I know you trained hard to enter the tournament, but sadly, the White Lotus could not wait for your return. Liu Kang is a more than able combatant and will represent the White Lotus honorably. Nonetheless, you can still aid Earthrealm as a member of the White Lotus. We have heard of several strange beastmen roaming the countryside.
Alright, so these are the beastmen. They are the Takata, basically, and there's a White Lotus emblem. So, from what he said, I guess I've never really paid attention much to that before. Liu Kang went on to fight, so I don't know if... or went on to be chosen, so I don't know, maybe they were waiting some of the years that I spent with Nightwolf before this tournament was set to begin, and now we're on the verge of this tournament beginning. And they chose Liu Kang because I was training and nowhere to be found with off fucking around with Nightwolf. Alright. So these beastmen are over here.
Fresh meat. Smells like a warrior. Shao Kahn promised us a coin for each of their teeth. Let us feast, my brothers, and suck the marrow from his bones.
So again, this is going to be Baraka once we're fighting, and he is going to get nothing but shoulder as well.
Round 1. Fight!
He is not... Did I misread? Is this a throw-only deal? It is. So, he is not getting shoulder only. I have to throw him. I just don't remember this being throw only, and I may get defeated here. I just wasn't ready for that. Didn't think throw only. Especially his throw's not working at all, even if I do hit it perfectly. Here we go. If I don't get him this time, I'll definitely get him next time. Alright, so that's fine. That's 2 rounds apparently anyway.
Fight!
Just kept wanting to do the elbow. Like I said, I gotta get this time just perfectly, or I will not throw at all. It seems that when I did the shoulder charge over and over and over and over again, I made Baraka pretty aggressive until I backed off from doing it. Oh, come on, I moved out of the way of all those. Well, one of those, which means I should have moved out of the way of all of those. The very first time you threw a punch, I moved. The sidestepping is not so good on this PSP version. My interaction with Jax here in Earthrealm actually was the throw challenge. And I basically just did that every time. When I knew they were getting up, I went down. Because they throw it didn't matter. He threw a punch every time. It was like he was programmed. Walk up, turn, throw a punch. Like he just tried to throw his blades. But it was every time. Like that right there, I would have sidestepped that kind of stuff. On here, seems like it kind of homes in on you. Like I was talking about, I wish his lightning move would home in. He missed that time, but I didn't get the throw in. I'm having to hold the controller funny just to get these throws to work. Die already. Get the fuck out of here, God. Again, I wish you could program some things, right? So I have right trigger, left trigger programmed because that's all you had on PSP was right, left. You didn't have 2 options. I wish you could take and the right analog program right and program left, so I could use the analog to move the camera, and then I could program my R and my L, or in this case, if you're thinking about a PS2 controller or 3 or 4, you could use R1 and L1 to program them as a secondary for Y and circle. Just either one of them, I could program a secondary to both be Y and circle. So say I press R, boom, it hits the throw because it's hitting them simultaneously. That would be great if I could do stuff like that. You might actually be able to with the emulator. I didn't check that far, that much into it. I might totally be able to do that. And if so, that would have made this gameplay a lot more easier. But nonetheless, it's still, the camera is alright in most places. Now that I've gotten used to it, it's just a hassle in Orderrealm for the most part. Once you get used to it, it doesn't matter how used to it you get, it is fucked in Orderrealm, the camera on this game.
Once again, you have proven your worth to the White Lotus. Continue your adventures and see if you can discover why these Takata were sent to our realm.
Alright, so I don't know if that actually leads you to doing anything else. I'm going to talk to this guy just because.
I am honored to consider you a member of our order, Shujinko.
Alright, so nothing there. So let's go talk to Shang Tsung.
Greetings, stranger. I search for experienced fighters to take part in a competition. Do you know of any?
I am quite adept at many fighting styles. Who are you? What is this contest you speak of?
I am Shang Tsung. My Mortal Kombat tournament will begin soon on my island fortress. Only the best will be allowed to enter.
Shang Tsung? Long have I heard tales of your foul deeds. I am Shujinko. Since I was a boy, I have dreamed of winning the Mortal Kombat tournament and ridding Earthrealm of your tyranny.
Is that so? Then it seems I will have to test the great Shujinko. You are most welcome to compete, but only if you can prove that you are worthy of such an honor. Fight!
Alright, so no special throw deal here. I bet when I'm not even trying, I can go just right in and throw them. Yeah, look at that. No trouble now. Again, though, I wish I could program my Y and B to work on my RB, speaking in, Xbox controller terms. That way I could just hit RB and be done with it. Of course, maybe that would be better flipped. Have that set as the triggers instead. And swap my triggers over to RB and LB for the camera. Alright, so yeah, this time definitely nothing but the shoulder block, shoulder brigade, shoulder barrage, whatever the world. I don't know the name of it. I didn't pay attention to the name of it, I just know it's toward circle. Or toward B in my case.
Most impressive, Shujinko. You are indeed worthy to compete in the Mortal Kombat tournament. I will enjoy consuming your soul when you lose.
I do not think so. It has been my greatest desire to win Earthrealm's freedom from you and your master, Shao Kahn. Of course, I am not the only one who seeks your defeat. I request that an acquaintance of mine be allowed to compete as well. He too longs to challenge you.
Would this acquaintance of yours be the blind swordsman Kenshi? He has been searching for me for quite some time, has he not?
You know?
There is little in this realm that escapes my attention, though I must admit I was surprised to learn that he had survived our previous encounter. Return to him and inform him that he is welcome to face me on my island in the Lost Sea. The tournament is fast approaching, however. He must hurry if he wishes to fulfill his quest for revenge.
You didn't do so well without your 50% bleeding and, or 50% bleeding, 100% bleeding and 50% health there, did you? That challenge from the Netherrealm. 50% bleeding and 50% health. I can't even remember what the damn challenge was. Bleeding while he is healing. That is the challenge. But just, I was sitting there just looking at him. You know, and he's got that skin going over his mouth, making it look like he's got this fucking Bucky Beaver teeth. And I was just boiling so much thinking about that damn Shang Tsung fight challenge from the Netherrealm that I just walked out of my mouth with 50% bleeding. I don't know. Yeah, but he's not so tough when he doesn't have his modifiers. Let's just put it that way. I screwed that up completely. Yeah, let's move on. That's why I'm not comfortable in front of the microphone, as I've mentioned before. It's just, I don't know, I used to be during the Mortal Kombat mobile videos, but now I just kind of stumble and, I don't know, random bullshit comes flying out. I'm just kind of stuck with it. I was just wondering why that wasn't accessing.
It's been many years since last we met. Although I have sensed Shang Tsung's presence on many occasions, I have not been able to locate him.
I have found him, Kenshi. He has invited us both to his island to face him in Mortal Kombat. He has been watching you. He knew that you were searching for him.
I had suspected as much. This explains why I have never been able to find him. He was always one step ahead of me. I thank you for bringing me this news. I will now teach you to do battle without the use of your eyes.
Could you please do talking without the use of your teeth? Good lord, look at that mouth. Oh yeah, look at it even now, it's even worse. Kind of looks like Sylvester Stallone a little bit. I know I'm not the most talkative YouTuber. I cracked myself up just a little bit, the Sylvester Stallone thing. But there's going to be some hidden gems in these videos that people are going to quote and they're going to want to put on Hallmark cards. Let me tell you. And the first one's going to be, you're not so tough without your 50% bleeding. I don't know what that was. One day. I cannot speak. I cannot speak. One thing I think that's I can't speak. One thing I do think is special about this playthrough, though, that I'm doing so far, is that it kind of has that real raw, authentic playthrough to it, where I just kind of got on here and played, kind of like we all did back in the day. For those of us that did play this when it first came out. So, saying that, it's kind of like you run into someone and you think they're kind of being a jerk, so you just haul off and punch them, versus where you might see someone do a very coordinated walkthrough from side mission to side mission, and they don't have those little moments of, oh, you want to be a jerk? And then you just punch the shit out of them. Some of those same actions, and you can kind of compare it to back when you played, if you had the same actions, and our reactions to certain situations. Of course, I'm still trying to actually show every single side mission that I can remember and everything in the game at the same time. So there is that little bit of walkthrough to it as well, but it's more relaxed, more just kind kind of just talking to you guys and yapping about, you know, 50% bleeding, or whatever the hell that is, and my opinions on Bo Raicho that are so positive, as you all know. Oh no, I kind of like that. You know, compared to a lot of the playthroughs I've seen of this game, there's not that many out there that have commentary, especially for Unchained, but I'm just talking about Mortal Kombat Deception in general. And there really is only one out there, in my opinion, that kind of has a little bit of the best of both worlds. You get your walkthrough, and you also get that authentic feeling when the YouTuber in question, you know, just kind of hauls off and punches somebody because he's feeling it, you know. And my first time watching any walkthroughs on this game was G-Star321. I know most of you that watch any Mortal Kombat videos are going to know who I'm talking about, especially if you watch the older Mortal Kombat videos. He was a big inspiration to why I even started playing the Mortal Kombat Mugens early in my channel about 4 or 5 years ago, and also why I continue to play any of the 3D era games or any of the older games in general, because I was pretty much stuck on, in my head, that I was going to do Mortal Kombat mobile only, and then I started adding these games a little bit in there, here and there. So once I did that, I actually started to lean towards these games more, especially the worst Mortal Kombat Mobile got. Eventually Mortal Kombat Mobile has been gone and off the channel, and you know, I only mention it for moments like this. Other than that, I don't really talk about it. I don't tweet about it anymore. I'm not going to try to run it into the dirt. It just didn't work out with me, unfortunately. I ended up, at some point, I just ended up becoming a huge fan of soccer. You know, I almost said football, but a lot of you will probably be more familiar with the term soccer. But I started watching and playing, well, I started playing FIFA games back in FIFA 98, the Sega Saturn. But back in 17, late 17, almost 2018, I started really paying attention. And then I started pressure washing. And when I started pressure washing, and I started doing a little bit of construction as well, I just didn't have time to stick with it. But now I have all the time in the world, and I finally actually went to a couple of pro games here in America, and I really enjoyed them. So after catching up on all the FIFA games that I'd missed out on, I started watching a lot on TV, and you know, it's gone from there. And I have been playing that on my channel for, I think, about 3 months now, and that's kind of where my channel's at. And again, you know, probably will continue to do so. Will definitely continue to do so. I have all the plans to continue to play FIFA games. Excited to hear some announcements on the new EA Sports FC game, but I'll continue to play those on the channel. But I'm definitely enjoying throwing a little bit of this old 3D era Mortal Kombat back in there. And, you know, it all kind of started, basically, one night, couldn't sleep, was on YouTube, and one of G-Star321's videos popped up, pretty much, and that's what got me back in the place of wanting to play this. Alright, there's a certain move I do here, and I need to look it up before I end up fucked up. Alright, there we go. So you can catch him coming down from his slam, as with Ermac, I could not catch him with the axe coming down from his slam. So that's pretty neat. That's pretty much all I do with Kimchi. Alright, so I talked pretty much through all that.
I promise, I must leave for Shang Tsung's island. I only hope he has not been defeated before I arrive.
Indeed, you have a long-standing vendetta with Shang Tsung, but I have dreamed of entering the Mortal Kombat tournament since I was young. You will have to wait your turn, my friend. If he is still alive when I am finished with him, you may take your revenge.
We will see, Shujinko. I will meet you on the island.
Yeah, that there was definitely talked through all that. That was a good example of an autopilot, which I was talking about earlier. I was basically just looking at the top right. I wasn't even looking at the two model characters through. About halfway into I realized, hey, I'm doing the special moves here. I need to kind of look at the top right and the characters, and then I actually had the fight where I had to fight them, and I was just kind of off. It's like I'm autopiloted onto those moves showing at the top right, and I do them, and I don't remember. Once it says on to the next one, I'm just on to the next one, right? So that's kind of why I practice with these characters. Then it's like, oh, wait a minute, what was that move again? So maybe it's normal. Maybe it's not my brain set that off. Maybe it's normal. All right, so we're going to go to the Mortal Kombat tournament, which we're actually not. We're going to get interrupted by Damashi and get a cutscene, and then I believe I am back onto the Netherrealm, where it is just straight mission to mission. There's no side missions there, and then it'll be back to Outworld, where there will be a couple of side missions that I can complete there.
Shujinko, I return to you because I sense that some change has taken place. You are different in some way.
I have undergone a spiritual cleansing. The warrior Nightwolf had detected an evil stain upon my soul. He was unable to remove it completely, but he has given me the ability to suppress it.
This is an unfortunate turn of events.
Unfortunate? An evil stain has been cleansed from my soul. My sense of awareness is as heightened as it was when Master Boraicho trained me.
The taint you refer to allows you to enter realms otherwise inaccessible to other beings. You will need to regain it in order to continue your quest. I suggest that you return to the Netherrealm. It will restore the impurities needed to enter the more accursed realms. Once your quest is finished, you are free to cleanse your spirit once more.
I cannot believe that you would ask such a thing of me. Surely the contamination I am already forced to carry is enough to access...
Do not question my order, Shujinko. I never promised your quest would be pleasant. You must fulfill your obligation to the Elder Gods. Return to the Netherrealm.
Have you forgotten the Mortal Kombat tournament? I was on my way to Shang Tsung's island to compete.
I understand your disappointment, but your dream of defeating Shang Tsung will have to wait. For now, you must fulfill your destiny.
I will do as you ask.
Alright, so... I think I would have figured out a long time ago, but... after being able to suppress and now control that evil taint, you would think that evil taint would be Damashi himself, which is really Onaga, obviously. You think he would be able to control that, see he's being manipulated into wasting his whole life for this man, but... alrighty.
Begone. This portal is not for use by mortals.
Who are you?
I am the Thunder God, Raiden. This ancient portal has been activated. I must secure it to prevent intrusion from other realms.
Lord Raiden, I am Shujinko. I am the champion of the Elder Gods. It was I who opened the portal.
Champion, you say? I think not. A champion of the Elder Gods would possess the might of 10 warriors and could fight with his eyes closed. It is highly unlikely that you possess such abilities. Round 1. Fight!
You don't get a warrior with his eyes closed, but you got one that's blind. Well, his eyes might be closed under that. I don't know. Quit blocking. Jeez. Alright, get out of here. Come on. Come on, Raiden. Just take it. And whatever the crotch kick that was, that'll work. So, 400 ruby.
You seem to possess much strength and skill, Shujinko. Forgive me for doubting you, but if the Elder Gods have indeed unleashed their champion, they must be concerned that the end of the realms is near. Your presence might be connected with the Mortal Kombat tournament here in Earthrealm. Have you come to aid us?
I did come to fight for Earthrealm in the tournament, but I have recently been ordered to the Netherrealm.
I am sure the Elder Gods have their reasons for redirecting you at so crucial a time. It may be that the Shaolin have already chosen their representative. In any event, I will keep a close watch over the tournament's proceedings. Shang Tsung is a treacherous sorcerer. If he wins this time, Earthrealm will belong to Shao Kahn.
If you need my aid when I am finished with my task in the Netherrealm, search for me. I will gladly assist you.
Thank you, Shujinko. Good luck.
Alright. Well, excuse me again, I keep hitting my microphone. Alright, on to the Netherrealm. Again, here in the Netherrealm, this is going to be straight mission-to-mission based. Main mission based, should I say. Unless you include slapping one of those guys around every now and then. Alright, so here's Scorpion.
Unless you have knowledge of the sorcerer Quan Chi's whereabouts, do not waste my time, stranger.
I have no knowledge of this Quan Chi, but I may be able to help you find him. I am Shujinko. I have explored this realm before and have become quite familiar with it. I have returned to the Netherrealm once again to absorb its impurities. I will likely be wandering these wastes for some time to come. If I discover this Quan Chi, I will relay to you what information I can, for a price.
It would seem that you have already regained some of the Netherrealm's dark taint. What price do you ask?
You are obviously quite powerful in this realm. If I were to learn your combat skills, perhaps I would absorb enough negative energy to lessen my time here.
Teaching you the dark rage that has consumed me since my death will only serve to delay my vengeance upon Quan Chi. I refuse your offer.
Delay you it will, but you will also gain an ally to aid your search. You will likely find Quan Chi sooner if I search with you.
Your argument has merit. Very well. I will teach you my combat skills. I warn you, however, the rage of Scorpion burns deeply.
So I'm kind of curious to how much time you actually spend here, because by the time you leave Netherrealm, you've already skipped all the way up to the Deadly Alliance, which is interesting. Because Raiden, I think once you step out of the Netherrealm, tells you about the Deadly Alliance, and he's off to Outworld and needs your assistance. So I do know a little bit more with Scorpion. I mean, it's just one of those characters, you know, you try to remember. He's so good. He also has some short combos. They're short but very effective. Yeah, I've already reached the 2.5-hour mark almost here. I knew this one would take a bit. And still got to go to Outworld for a third time, and there's some quests to finish there, and then to the Orderrealm again. We're finally getting that Combadego from the Orderrealm to place on the altar and continue on. So stopping for the fight challenges, the added commentary, I might actually make it to that 3-hour mark.
Very nice.
I really like this visit to the Netherrealm though, because I like this storyline of Scorpion and Quan Chi, two of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters. Definitely my favorite rivalry.
Acceptable.
I mean, most people would probably say Sub-Zero and Scorpion, but really when it comes down to it, and you look into the story, isn't that still just really the Quan Chi Scorpion rivalry?
Nice work.
And the only other thing that could be perfect, that would just make Scorpion 10 out of 10 for me on this game, if his blade could do the circular motion such as Ermac's axe. That would just be... I would stay in weapon mode, you know, doing the spears, spinning the axe. It'd be perfect. Got those both first tries. It was pretty nice. Scorpion is just such a great character. Whoops, I pressed the wrong X. I pressed the Xbox X, which would be square, instead of pressing PlayStation's X. Alright, I think there's a little bit of cooldown for that, so give that a second.
Very nice.
I was going the opposite direction with that.
Nice work.
I don't know why they ever changed that. That should have just stayed back square. much fun with Scorpion. Losing my bearings on what move I'm supposed to be doing.
Acceptable.
Acceptable, huh?
Round 1. Fight! Get over here! Get over here! Get over here! Flawless victory.
So yeah, Scorpion is another character. Sometimes I'll keep the weapon out, sometimes I won't. So I guess you could add that a third character I'll do that with.
I did not realize that such all-consuming hatred was possible.
Quan Chi killed my family and clan, and then deceived me into believing Sub-Zero was their murderer. I have been corrupted by Quan Chi's wickedness. Now it is his turn to suffer.
It is a heavy burden you carry.
And one that will be lifted once I have destroyed the evil sorcerer. Go now and search for Quan Chi.
I will remain in the Netherrealm until he is found, Scorpion.
So just from at least my trip... Look, Natara is no longer standing over there. It's just Cyrax by himself. I wonder if that's because we outed her out in Outworld as a vampire. Oh no, there she is. Took a second to pop up. I wonder if there's anything else to say to him. Let's go over there real quick. So, anyway... Just in our travel from the entrance of the portal to finding Scorpion, it's at least past... Oh, maybe Mortal Kombat 1 was over before I left Earthrealm, but 2 through 4 has already passed. And we're in the early stages of the Deadly Alliance. So when you play Deadly Alliance, it talks about Quan Chi escaping from the Netherrealm. This is pretty much where we're at here. So kind of in between 4 and Deadly Alliance. Already, just from... We were at 1, at least, I think, right? I think that was the first tournament. So we're at Mortal Kombat 1, we run in the portal, probably still there, maybe Mortal Kombat 2. And then you run to Scorpion, and you're all the way up between 4 and Deadly Alliance. Oh, well, I guess that was from his feast earlier. So again, there is Cyrax and Natara, who I was able to step right next to in one video. Usually when they disappear, I was over there on that side, and I don't think I was supposed to be over there on that side, but I was able to stand right next to him, which was pretty neat. I wonder if there's a guard here now all of a sudden. No, still no guard. I bet I can go over here and stand next to him again. Can't talk to him. She still has no mouth. Or really knows at all anymore. I'm sorry about that, guys. I had to pause for a second as there is tremendous amounts of wind blowing up against my house right now. And a storm going on outside. Pretty heavy storm, so let me just check the radar real quick while Shijinko is hanging out with Cyrax and Natara. So I want to make sure I don't lose any power here. Let's see how severe this is. Did know there was a threat of severe weather. Oh yeah, that's pretty rough looking, so I need to try to hurry up and get through this as quickly as possible. No more messing around. I need to get to Quan Chi and Scorpion's fight. I may have to end up actually cutting this before Outworld, so I don't risk it. But hey, there's Ermac. Is this a challenge or is this training? Yeah, it's just repeating training. Of course, I say I need to get somewhere faster, and then here I continue to sit. But no, where I live, the power likes to go out a lot. The power company actually has like a half-a-star review on Google because how much the power goes off on a normal basis just because the wind blows, let alone there being a heavy storm outside right now. So while this cutscene plays, I'm going to mute the microphone and actually open up the window here so I can see what goes on. So I will be right back, guys, while this cutscene plays.
What do you want?
I am Shujinko. I am searching for the sorcerer Quan Chi.
You have found him. I do not recognize you as a brother of Shadow. Who has sent you?
I sent him.
Scorpion!
You thought you could elude me here? In the lower reaches of the Netherrealm, my strength increases while yours fades. I will make you suffer for killing my family and clan.
Alright, so I'm back. Yeah, it is rough outside, but I'm seeing just mainly rain, so a lot of wind. So maybe I'll be good.
Round 1.
That would suck. 2 hours and 32 minutes into this and lose the whole video. Burn, Quan Chi.
Round 2. Fight! Get over here! Get over Flawless victory.
Nice.
There is nowhere you can run, sorcerer. I will have my revenge! I will torment you forever, sorcerer!
Back! Stay back! I command you! Come here! Did you hear that?
It sounds like battle. Come, we will feast upon the loser.
Yeah, so there is that. Pretty much all I do in Netherrealm that I can think of. There might be some chests or something that I missed along the way. Not anything I can think of. Sorry, I'm still just watching the storm outside and losing my bearings. I just worry about, especially with autosave that this game has, I will not only just lose this video if the power cuts because I'm not on my laptop, I'm on my computer. I will also be stuck the last place this game autosaved, which is 2.5 hours ago.
Of the essence of this realm to continue your quest.
I encountered a ninja specter named Scorpion from whom I absorbed much rage.
Well done. You may leave the Netherrealm.
Thank you, Damashi. I do not wish to remain another moment longer.
I was thinking maybe my best option was once I leave the Netherrealm here is go ahead and stop the video for now. Just not to risk the chance, and then when I come back, I can always continue recording and then add that on to the end of this video, the video editor. But I don't know how long it's supposed to be storming. It does kind of look like it's calming down for the moment. So I definitely don't hear anything blowing up against the house as far as wind or objects anymore. So I think it was just that initial burst. I don't know if you guys could actually pick any of that up on the microphone or not. But I was just sitting here and I'm thinking, like, what in the world is that noise? Then it just dawned on me. We're supposed to get storms.
I have need of your assistance.
Raiden, whatever I can
So
do
see,
to
this
help,
is where
do not
now
hesitate
we're
to ask.
basically at
My
the
time
Deadly
in the
Alliance.
Orderrealm is concluded.
Shang Tsung has allied with another sorcerer, Quan Chi, who has escaped from the Netherrealm.
Escaped? I had just seen him there.
Quan Chi possesses an item created by the Elder Gods, an amulet that acts like a key. He understands only a fraction of its potential, but enough to use it to escape from hell.
Is it a Kamidogu?
It is not a Kamidogu, but it is connected to them by its function. I am surprised that you would not know of it. Nevertheless, I am preparing an assault on the two sorcerers in Outworld. Though they have already killed Earthrealm's greatest hero, Liu Kang, I am gathering together the few warriors I feel I can trust to attack this deadly alliance at their stronghold. Can I count on you to help?
I will go to Outworld to assist you any way I can.
Excellent. It will be good to have a champion of the Elder Gods on our side.
So there it is. So he even said it. I just saw Quan Chi. Yes, like literally, even as the game passes minutes through seconds, it was only 5-6 hours maybe probably passed, or maybe a full day had passed. But is that really enough time for him to make contact with Shang Tsung and decide to start this Deadly Alliance and get as far as they've gotten? Because, you know, Liu Kang gets killed. I mean, there's a lot that goes on before Raiden assembles these forces in Outworld to go fight this Deadly Alliance. So just a little bit of weird story. I don't know if you'd call them plot holes just exactly, but just a little bit of weirdness. Little things that always make me think. Still, again, no matter how many negative things I say, 10 out of 10, you could forgive anything because there's so much content and it's fun. That's mostly what's important to me. So much as, okay, the story might be a little bit questionable a lot of the time. I was going to say at times, but a lot of the times it's questionable. But it is still just so much fun. So let's go ahead and go into Outworld here. This day will be some side missions in it. It will not be like the Netherrealm where it was just straight main mission to main mission. There will be some actual side missions to complete. Blaze's side mission will be one of those.
That's far enough. Stop where you are.
Is there a problem, sir?
Name's Kano. By order of the sorcerers Quan Chi and Shang Tsung, all denizens of Outworld will submit to the rule of the Deadly Alliance.
I am not a denizen of Outworld. I have traveled here from Earthrealm.
Makes no difference. My men will take you to the town of Sundo. Quan Chi and Shang Tsung have a job for you, mate.
And if I refuse?
Do you really think you can combat us all?
No, I suppose not.
Then shut up and follow me. What's your name, anyway?
I am called Shujinko.
Well, Shujinko, welcome to hell. Along with all the other peons of this town, you will be constructing a palace for Shang Tsung. One that is large enough to house his army. Don't even think about trying to escape. I would hate to have to kill a villager because of your defiance. Do you get me?
I understand.
Good. Now make yourself useful. Get to work.
Alright, so the first thing you can do here is immediately to your right, talk to this woman, and you will get Blaze's memory potion.
A memory potion? Yes. Here's my last bottle.
I can't remember, is it the only quest I needed to finish here, or was there something else? So distracted by the weather outside right now. So I'm thinking actually that is it as far as Outworld, was just that last... Oh yes, Shao Kahn. I'm glad it dawned on me, I really am. So Shao Kahn has a quest for you to complete, and if you... I can't remember exactly where you gotta go for this. I think it's back over here. Yep. There's Reiko. He said something about Reiko messing with his helmet, so now you can tell him to no longer do that. Pass the Shao Kahn message that Shao Kahn was too lazy to deliver himself.
I am Reiko, general of Shao Kahn's army. What is it you wish to tell me? Oh, Shao Kahn knows about that? Tell him I will no longer enter his chamber or wear his helmet. But just between us, his helmet will belong to me in due time.
So, I gotta make sure to go see Shao Kahn and Blaze before I leave here. I'm gonna go ahead and start with this furthest hut right here. I believe this is the hut where you get Lei Mei's alternate costume, but that may be only in the other versions of the game, where she stands here and then you walk up to her and she disappears and leaves you a key. So it may have not have been. Pretty sure it was this hut, but it may not be this hut. So I'll have to go into a few others just to make sure. I did go in this hut, did I? Or did I just get the potion? Nope, I didn't go in this hut. Alright, so yeah, it must not be in this version of the game. Unless it's one of these huts that I'm thinking of. Just start by the gate and go left to right. Alright, so that takes care of those huts, the one in front of me and the one to the right. So, yep, just these over here. And that takes care of this area, and we can move straight on back to the main mission. Which, interesting enough, is you training Lei Mei, even though you turn into her instead of her turning into you. You are going to be training Lei Mei, technically. So, yeah, Lei Mei is a character that's best for the 12-hit combo, like this challenge here. Johnny Cage is one of them. Lei Mei is great for that. Now there is a YouTube video that I have to watch to relearn that, because it's not a combo I pick up on while training her, or, you know, technically. So that will be a challenge left for the cleanup video, where I finish up on things that I missed.
You are not from this town. Who are you? Why have you been enslaved here?
I am Shujinko. I am from Earthrealm, on a quest for the Elder Gods. I have been instructed to return to Outworld to confront a growing threat here. I seem
Okay, I
to
definitely got lightning now, so hope I didn't make the wrong decision by continuing.
The Deadly Alliance. They have enslaved my people. For this, I will kill them in due time.
What is your plan of attack?
The Deadly Alliance have offered to free my village if I win their combat tournament. I have accepted their challenge, but I intend to use the tournament as a way to get closer to them. I will attack when they least expect it.
Bold words, young one, but perhaps a bit foolish. What makes you think you can defeat them both?
I will concede that I am not ready to confront them yet, for I desperately need additional training.
Perhaps I may be of some help. Over the years, I have absorbed much combat skill.
Then you must teach me, Shujinko. Help me to save my people from oppression.
I will teach you what I can, Li Mei, but I do not approve of your intention to combat the two sorcerers alone. I believe that course of action will end in misfortune.
Alright. So I think that said something about Boraicho taught me this. I don't remember that, but alright. Face on here. Look at the eyes. Look at those eyes. Like somebody's gotta zoom in on that and screen capture and then cut just the head and set that as a profile picture, literally. How creepy.
Excellent work.
You gotta make sure to still have jiggle physics when you got a face like that. I don't think anyone's gonna, care about boob jiggle. I'm sorry, I'm thrown off. I just don't think anyone's gonna care about, the boobs. And look how disturbingly they jiggle. I mean, yes, you got that effect on here, and how disturbing is it to go with such a disturbing face? God, who's gonna care about jiggle effects, let alone with a face like that? Even if they are the type of person to be into animated chicks. Good lord. What do you call that? I can't think of the name of it right now, but seriously. Who's gonna be looking at this and thinking, wow, she's hot because her boobs move, and not look at her face and be totally disturbed? That person's pressed the completely wrong button and pulled out a sword. Probably saying things I shouldn't, but hey, it's what comes to the first thing comes to the head. Then you start walking back and forth with this character. It just looks like two daggers in a brawl. Oh my god, I need to stop saying this thing. Her face, I mean, it looks like her nose to her upper lip looks like a damn duck. And then the eyes looking at me. It's not looking forward at each other, they're looking at me. I mean, they both at the same time are eyeballing me. They're eyeballing me because I'm probably checking out these lovely, pointy, pencil-pointed breasts. I mean, Jesus. Can I just stop already? Can I really just get through this? Li Mei is one of my favorites on this game just because of the sword. Because of this, Well, because of that, yeah, that right there. That goes a big part into those combos as well, and because of this. Oh, I guess I'm in the wrong fight style for that. Oh, come on. I can't tell about that eye because of the hair. But, oh my god. Looking more this way. Actually, she's looking more towards my PC now. But the other Li Mei is looking right at me. Oh my god. This is just so creepy. Someone please get like just a
Excellent work.
get a cut out of that. I'm gonna be sticking it on Twitter. Don't worry, I'm gonna get a cut out myself. I'm gonna screenshot that right there. The head moves based on what you have, what weapon you have. Oh yeah, if you get it just right there. I'm gonna screenshot that just right there. So you get a little bit of that jiggle motion in there. Which is not as disturbing as when you're in this stance. Oh god. I gotta just keep on, but I can't get over. Like, I'd never noticed this before, like the first time around, and I actually, when I took a break before making this video, I was on my YouTube looking up the last time that I did play Mortal Kombat Unchained. I thought I did commentary, but I didn't. I did in the very first video. Like I did my last playthrough of Deception. I just kind of did an introduction, and that was it. So there was no commentary all the way through it. So I probably did notice this and don't remember noticing this and said these things to myself, not live on microphone. Great, so I'm not doing the autopilot thing, and I really need to. I need to start just looking up what I'm supposed to hit it, and stop looking at the character. I already remember pretty much what I'm going to do with Li Mei, so no need to worry about forgetting about anything. Coming down quite the storm outside, but still no power loss, thankfully. I stopped looking at the top right again and messed up. I saw the faces. I'm gonna have some power loss myself.
Very good. Yes.
One thing I can say though, I am so glad that they started, especially like, I mean, they kind of already started Mortal Kombat 10, but really the way that the women are dressed in Mortal Kombat 11, you're not, you know, meant or really would think anything sexualized about them. That you focus on them as fighters, and honestly, it brought Jade specifically to this entirely new level of badassery. I mean, she's definitely one of the best characters in the game. Alright, forget being fancy. It's the same move as Ermac here, it's just X instead of circle, which I continue to try to act like I'm Ermac. And it doesn't hit as well, but it's good enough. But it's both of those moves are very helpful. I think it's in that 12-hit combo I try to do. It's like get on the internet and relearn it.
Thank you for your training, Master Shujinko. Please accept this token of my appreciation.
I thank you for the gift, Li Mei. Perhaps your confrontation with the sorcerers is not necessary. I know of someone who might help to free your village. His name is Hotaru. He once saved the walled city of Lei Chen from the Tarkatan hordes. I will journey there and ask for his assistance.
If you think he can drive out the Deadly Alliance, then by all means, find this Hotaru and tell him of our plight.
I will do my best to convince him to help. The guards are watching. I must not draw their attention if I am to escape your village. Goodbye, Li Mei.
So, I said something about if I included fight challenges, which I have not included that many, and just how long this is going to take in general. I said something about 3 hours, didn't I? Well, guess what? As I look over at my OBS recording, it is 2 hours and 57 minutes in, so I'm going to reach that 3 hours and beyond some. Isn't Scorpion supposed to be back over there? I haven't done, speaking of that fight challenge, I haven't done one in a while, so yeah, here he is. And let's, yeah, let's just do a fight challenge. I mean, I'm already this long into the video. And honestly, it doesn't feel that long, but it has been. Or maybe I really should, I stopped looking at that face, but maybe I really shouldn't do anything with Li Mei. Just hurry up and have the next fighter train me. Actually, I don't think another fighter trains me again until the very end. Sindel. I think it might be someone else. But I just did this stuff. I just did this video 2 days ago, and I just did the Adenia video today. Well, 3 o'clock this morning, I believe. Yeah. You'd think I'd be able to remember that. Of course, I've slept in between that 3 a.m., so technically it's like, for me, it feels like a day ago. But nonetheless, I don't know if, I didn't even pay attention if there was, what was special about that fight. But nonetheless, I might have been bleeding to death and didn't even notice, I don't know. But that fight is over with. Alright, so I needed to talk to Blaze and Shao Kahn. So let's see who I'm closest to right now. That I'll make that decision based on. So I'm closest to Blaze. I just need to go this way. Go give him that memory potion.
You have returned with the memory potion. Ah, yes. I remember my quest. Many thanks, stranger. Take these fire gems for your trouble.
Yeah, I've pretty much done these two. I've talked about the PS2 run, and I've talked about other runs on my channel, but the one that will be up before this one, you know, it will be separated by days. Maybe these two, the two different run-throughs will be separated by a couple of weeks, but they were all recorded back to back to back to back to back, with sleep in between, of course. So yeah, as soon as I finished the Adenia video this morning before bed, I jumped right on here and did videos back to back to back to back to back for this recording, for this playthrough. So you think I'd be able to remember these things? Alright, so speak to Shao Kahn.
So, Reiko has admitted to having violated the sanctity of my chamber and has promised never to repeat the offense. You have done well. I release you from your debt. Take this and know that Shao Kahn is pleased.
You know, and I actually, what did I play up to this morning before I went to sleep? I think it was right after Outworld. The first time in Outworld. And I had that, I can't even remember directly, but yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was. So it's been nothing but Conquest mode for me now for a couple of days. Of course, I have not done the, which I mentioned that before, I did not do a cleanup video for the PS2 version, I just did the main story and that was it, so... That will change this time around though. What is with the color? So much more purple over here. Oh, that's weird. Then it ends about right here. It is so strange. Oh, now it's normal. Okay. Not sure what that was about.
Hotaru, it is good to see.
You have violated my ordinance. You were to go indoors when the toll sounded.
Ordinance? I just recently arrived. I had no knowledge of any ordinance.
Ignorance is not an excuse. I am placing you under arrest for disregarding the laws of this city. Your trial will take place in the realm of order.
Like, come on, Shichinko. Everything you've been through, why not just fight him instead? So he's an old man by the time Deception comes out, which I don't know how many years in canon that passes between Deadly Alliance and Deception once Raiden is defeated. It doesn't seem that any years pass because it comes down to Raiden being the only one left. He's defeated and Onaga immediately appears. So it would seem that Raiden goes to Outworld, doesn't succeed. By the time Shijinko comes here, gets a Kamidago, goes to Adenia, runs a few side missions, gets the Kamidago for there. It just seems like, you know, between Deadly Alliance and Deception, no years have passed, but yet, you know, maybe some months or something, but supposedly, I've been in prison for years. Everything should long that has happened in Deception or any other Mortal Kombat game should long be over with, since given I've aged this much, or given that Shijinko has aged this much. So, another thing about the story that I think about. I overthink it. I mean, it is just
I have no desire to
extra in a Mortal Kombat
Am
game.
I not innocent until a court arrives at a verdict?
We shall see.
So I'll talk to each one of these guys.
Why have I been taken from my cell?
You are about to enter the judicial court of the realm of order. You have been brought here to defend yourself against the charges brought against you by Commander Hotaru.
After all these long years, justice will at last prevail. Surely I will not remain imprisoned for a law as frivolous as a curfew.
I would not be as confident if I were you.
And then walk away, and these guards will get what should have happened a long time ago. What, honestly, Hotaru should have got as soon as he said he was going to arrest us, but...
These were the guards I was sent to dispose of? Pah! Surely you could have slain them yourself.
Exactly.
Why have you killed them? Who are you?
I am Dairu. An associate of yours was concerned that certain obligations you have to him are not being met. I was contracted to remove any obstacles you might be facing.
Tamashi, I cannot believe that he would instruct you to kill these men in order to free me.
Not instructed, paid. Mercenaries do not work for free. This Tamashi offered me generous compensation to free you. Do not be so sure of your chances with the judge. I was once a soldier among their ranks until I was unjustly imprisoned.
You would have been incarcerated for decades for this seemingly minor charge, I assure you.
I cannot say that I approve of your actions, but I suppose a certain amount of gratitude is in order, Dairu.
There is one other matter. I am to give you this key to the courtroom door. I took it from one of the guards. I will leave you now, but if you ever have need of my services, search for me in the realm of order. Just remember to bring plenty of coins.
Alright, so we're free. You know, these huts, I did not check these huts earlier, and I was going to wait until now to do it. But it's still storming, and it's still going to be going on for quite some time. And this video did stretch past the 3-hour mark, so I'm just going to go ahead and go out here and go place this on the altar. Get ready for Adenia. So let's go. Oh, well, can't go there yet. There's still more to do, more to see. One battle left with Hotaru. Almost completely forgot about that. I haven't even got the Kamidogo yet.
Shujinko, I am disappointed with you.
Hotaru!
I thought I had trained you to appreciate order, to obey the law. Now I find that you have killed 2 officers and have broken into a courtroom.
I did not kill those men. An assassin named Dairu.
Now you are consorting with known felons to free yourself. Had you simply waited for your trial, you would have no doubt been found innocent. In fact, I had come here to testify in your defense. Now it seems that you will be facing a sentence of death.
If it has come to that, I have no other choice but to resist arrest.
Alright, let's see this face again. How lovely. That's right, don't block, because I would love to dump flawless victory, your worthless ass. Oh, well, that dream's over. Probably should just keep doing this. I mean, even if they, see if they double step or sidestep, what was what I meant to say, sidestep away from that, she flies a long ways past him, so usually can get some space or time to recover and just follow up with that right there. After the flying fists. Nonetheless, probably won't be spending too much time on any fight challenges too many more. Alright, not on this video at least. Kamidogo Dagu. Can't speak again. Kamidogo. We got it. So, I believe it's a cutscene and then we're out of here.
Shujinko, you have the Orderrealm Kamidogo, I see.
With the help of your assassin, yes. I do not understand how you could condone such an action. Are these the methods of the Elder Gods?
I am not an Elder God. I am merely your guide. In any event, do not presume to judge my methods. You yourself have done many dishonorable things during your lifelong journey. To answer your question, however, the Elder Gods would not have objected to the methods applied.
I may have done questionable things during my service to the Elder Gods, but I have also grown much since my quest began. I cannot believe the Elder Gods would not take exception to such brutal tactics.
The Elder Gods do not directly interfere with the realms, nor do they judge the events that occur therein. Their duty is merely to assure that the realms exist.
And my quest plays some part in their duty?
I will not explain further. All will be revealed in time. Take the Kamidogu to the Nexus and continue your search.
Yes, Damashi. I will do as you ask. But I cannot help but feel disenchanted with the quest.
Yeah, you've wasted your whole life for this quest. Alright. Let's go place the Kamidogu on the altar. As I've said before, and get out of here. So eager to finally take a break that I've thought this video is over like 3 times now. Now I'm finally actually drawing in here. Alright, so there it is. Edenia is now the next realm. Here in this realm, there'll be 2 or 3 quests that I can do, but for the most part, it'll be picking up quests that will have to be completed later. It'll probably be more fight challenges, honestly, on this than there will be anything else than main story or side missions. Probably be more fight challenges if I decide to do those all. Yeah, I probably will take a little bit more time than Edenia than I did on the PS2 playthrough. So, hope you guys actually was able to stick with me for 3 hours and 15 minutes. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you join me for my journey into Edenia. So, see you then.